Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
Some snow and hail seen in the form of showers across southern Oregon and northern California today. Right now we're taking a live look out at Mount Ashland. You see the snowy conditions at the ski area. They say they got 8 inches of snow overnight, and we're definitely expecting more with another winter storm approaching before the weekend. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Tim Quidadamo. We had a little bit of a break from the action today, but we're bracing for this next winter storm that's coming soon. Let's turn now to Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman to find out exactly when we can expect some of this winter weather to return.
It's going to be late tonight into early morning when we see the next storm making its entrance. So we do still have some lingering rain and snow showers out there, but also a fair amount of sunshine in between those showers. Temperatures this hour fairly chilly. Most spots 45 in Medford, it's 46 in Gold Beach, 40 in Wairika, and temperatures on the cooler side of Mount Shasta as well, 40 degrees. We're in the 30s over on the east side, 37 in Klamath Falls, and it's 49 along the coast in Brookings. Now, when it comes to road conditions, because of the breaks in the clouds and some sun, road conditions have improved through the Cascades. Some slippery spots, though, for sure, along 140 and Lake of the Woods. As temperatures drop tonight, any wet roads will turn icy, but then the next round of snow is going to be moving in late tonight. So just some popcorn variety rain and snow showers out there. We've had a little bit of hail and grapple with some of these showers as well today, but things will kind of wane for us, especially once we get past sunset, and then more widespread precipitation moves in late tonight. Take a look at the past 48 hours. Precipitation totals some big amounts in Gold Beach and Mount Shasta, over 2 inches. We picked up just above 3/4 of an inch in Grants Pass. Lighter amounts in Klamath Falls, just 1/10 of an inch. But there's more wet weather on the way, and with lower snow levels down to 1,000 feet tonight, we will see some snowy and slippery travel above 1,500 feet for much of southern Oregon and northern California tomorrow morning. Snow levels do get up to about 3,500 feet for tomorrow afternoon. We'll get some gusty winds as well. We do have wind advisories in place for tomorrow. In the Rogue Valley, up to 40-mile-per-hour gusts, and then for the Shasta Valley, gusts up to 55 miles per hour possible. A slew of winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in place for this next winter storm for your Friday. We'll talk timing. I'll also detail rain and snow amounts expected with this system, and also more active weather on the way for the weekend. It's all coming up in just a bit. Tim?
Matt, thank you. Trade wars are continuing to escalate. Just this morning, President Trump threatening a 200% tariff on all alcoholic beverages coming from Europe. This in response to a retaliatory tariff from Europe of 50% on American liquor. Rocky Walker spoke with Southern Oregon wineries about how tariffs and trade wars can affect them.
I'm surrounded by thousands of gallons of wine made here in Southern Oregon. But with tariffs and possible trade wars, the price to make this wine might be going up significantly. Popping a cork may soon become more expensive, with tariffs set to increase the price of production.
Those $8 bottles of wine that you buy at Costco or at Trader Joe's that are pretty good wines are now going to cost a heck of a lot more money.
The tariffs would increase costs in most all realms, from the barrels the wine's aged in, the still vats it's made in, and notably the glass it's bottled in. Those in the industry say tariffs on glass in Trump's first presidency hit them hard as well, increasing costs overall.
The prices, the U.S. made stuff went up to that same price because there just wasn't enough around locally to keep up with that demand.
The uncertainty of constant raises in price of production leaves wineries to wonder how to handle it.
Would it be better to pay for the barrels now if we think the value of the dollar is going to go down later, or do we wait and see what happens?
They worry for consistent increases, with the business facing the struggle of a death by a million cuts.
You don't realize it, but everything costs $1 more. So we try to absorb some of those costs, but we can't do all of them.
They feel similar sentiments to previous tariffs, fearing for the results, but hoping that the trade wars can come to a good conclusion.
That's the reality of this. We cannot immediately respond to what comes out of Washington. Got to take a deep breath, step back, have a glass of wine, think about it, and maybe next week it'll change, maybe it won't.
In Southern Oregon, I'm Rocky Walker.
Onto a crime alert. Jackson County Sheriff's Office is investigating a morning assault that led to a stabbing. An investigation revealed it was an apparent case of self-defense. A commercial electrician was working when a man approached and assaulted him unprovoked. The electrician then used his pocket knife to stop the attacker. The suspect was transported for injuries and is in stable condition. Detectives say this is an ongoing investigation. 24 people are in jail today after a 6-day sweep in Josephine County. This was a multi-agency sweep called Operation Sentinel. The people arrested are repeat and violent offenders and people who moved to avoid prosecution. One of the people now in jail is Gary Cardin, who has an extensive criminal history and is wanted out of Florida on weapons-related charges. From March 6th through the 12th, the Sheriff's Office had 624 compliance checks, 45 sex offender registrations post-contact, and 19 felony warrant arrests. The full details on Operation Sentinel can be found on kdrv.com. Local shelters are dealing with overcrowded kennels, but despite these challenges, one Medford shelter is still rescuing dogs from euthanasia lists in California. Yesterday, they saved 9 dogs and brought them here. NewsWatch 12's Samantha Gadara went with them to capture just another day on the job.
Society is rescuing dogs from euthanasia lists to give them a second chance at a forever home. Yesterday, they brought in 9 dogs from Shasta, California, a shelter in desperate need of help.
Everybody is now comfy in their kennels. They have a safe spot to sleep tonight, and we'll be able to get them all homes. Safe and warm, no risk of euthanasia here.
But even as these 9 dogs find safety, So Humane's kennels are still full. There's simply no room left, but that doesn't stop more animals needing help.
We are incredibly full. We have no dog kennel space. We've been taking in a stray almost every day. And with whatever space we do have, we make sure to try and fill with a dog that needs help, just like we did today.
By rescuing 9 dogs, So Humane also helped relieve pressure at the Shasta shelter that only has 10 kennels.
We took today 9 dogs off of their euthanasia list. That opened up 5 kennels for them down at Shasta.
And this crisis isn't just local. It's a nationwide issue that requires collaboration.
This is a community problem and we have to work together. It's why we pull from not just from local shelters but across state lines. Just because animals aren't dying here doesn't mean they're not dying somewhere else.
While saving lives is the goal, it's difficult with so many dogs needing help and too few resources.
I mean, if kennels are empty, it feels wrong. I know there's a dog or a cat somewhere that needs help, and our job is to fill it up because then we know they're safe here.
And at Shasta, volunteers are doing their best to manage the constant flow of animals. Despite the overwhelming numbers, they continue to fight for every life.
It's getting to the point right now it's out of control. And I guarantee you, we have 7 puppies go out. Who knows what's going to come in.
These dogs will be available for adoption by the end of next week. They're hoping for their second chance at a forever home. Reporting in Medford, I'm Samantha Gadara.
The Oregon Senate is considering if ranchers deserve to be repaid more when a wolf kills or injures one of their animals. Currently, ranchers get market value, but Senate Bill 777 would provide the opportunity to get 3 to 5 times the market value if they use preventative protections like fencing. Supporters of this bill think it would incentivize more ranchers to use non-lethal deterrents that stop wolf and animal encounters by 30 to 50%. But at a hearing for the bill this week, conservation groups spoke out saying they would like to see this funding invested into ODFW and preventative measures.
Compensation fund was designed to promote coexistence and achieve tolerance. Applying a multiplier undermines this purpose, would unnecessarily drain the fund and lead to ballooning future funding requests.
Senate Bill 777 is still in discussion in the Natural Resources and Wildfire Committee. Ashland Senator and Chair of the Board, Jeff Golden, delayed the vote on this bill so they can gather more information about how much funding is going to preventative measures versus the repayment of ranchers. Looking ahead to the last week of March, Oregon State Parks is hosting Spring Whale Watch Week along the coast. Experts say more than 19,000 gray whales are expected to swim past Oregon's shores in the next 3 months as they migrate to Alaska. This is a 30% increase from 2023, a population rebound following the end of an unusual mortality event. Tomorrow, the second annual NewsWatch 12 Klamath Falls Sportsman's and Outdoor Recreation Show is kicking off at the Klamath County Fairgrounds. One of the most popular events in Jackson County for us has turned into a fan favorite across Southern Oregon.
Success of the Medford show ultimately brought us here to Klamath Falls. Just gaining knowledge, and even just talking to people is good knowledge to have and learning.
NewsWatch 12's second annual Klamath Falls Sportsman's and Outdoor Recreation Show is bringing a ton of activities and local vendors for any items you might need before spring and summer. Whether you're hunting, fishing, or just loving every day, the Sportsman's and Outdoor Recreation Show has everything you need. And it's a great opportunity to check out what's going on around Klamath Falls.
There are so many different people here representing Klamath County, and it's an opportunity for you to come in and see exactly what's happening in Klamath County. People are really surprised at all the different vendors, all the different things that are happening here. It's a great place.
For more information on the Klamath Falls Sportsman's and Outdoor Recreation Show, head to our website, kdrv.com.